Think the world's been quiet? Oh, think again. From Mike Tyson slapping some sense into Jake Paul to Elon Musk's dad spinning a story that's too wild even for him, this roundup's got it all. Drama? Check. Chaos? Double check. And a touch of heart? Oh, we've got that too. Buckle up for the top 10 stories shaking up the globe in the past 48 hours. This is news like you've never seen it before. 1. Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul, celebrity boxing chaos with real stakes. Imagine a 57-year-old Mike Tyson, a man who once had opponents trembling, now facing 27-year-old Jake Paul, the YouTuber who turned boxing's rulebook into a meme. During the face-off, Jake accidentally steps on Tyson's foot. Tyson's reaction? A slap that had Jake looking more shaken than his own YouTube thumbnails. And then Jake, ever the showman, announces dramatically, he must die. For Tyson, this is another day at the office. But for Jake, it's a shot at 40 billion million and internet immortality. Critics argue that this match veers dangerously close to parody, claiming it's more about the paycheck than the sport. But love 'em or hate 'em, both men are undeniably showmen. And while traditionalists frown, Tyson and Paul laugh all the way to the bank. 2. H1 bird flu resurfaces, a reminder of our shared vulnerability. A Canadian teenager recently became critically ill with H5N1, the dreaded bird flu, bringing this virus back into the headlines. So far this year, the U.S. has reported 46 human cases, with health officials attributing it to direct contact with infected birds. Human-to-human transmission is rare, though so experts urge calm and advise standard precautions. Health authorities have ramped up monitoring efforts, particularly around poultry farms and wildlife areas, while vaccine development for both animals and humans is underway. This latest case is a somber reminder of our interlinked ecosystem and the importance of vigilance. For now, though, the experts assure us bird flu isn't looking to go viral among humans just yet. 3. Tulsi Gabbard's nomination as intelligence chief, a bold, controversial move. Tulsi Gabbard's political career has been anything but predictable. Formerly a Democratic congresswoman and now a staunch Trump supporter, Gabbard has taken a sharp right turn. So sharp, in fact, that she's landed a nomination as Trump's Director of National Intelligence. Yes, this is the same Tulsi who took friendly stances toward controversial figures like Assad and Putin. The nomination has stirred serious controversy. Critics argue that her diplomatic views are unsettling for someone expected to helm 18 intelligence agencies. Supporters, however, praise her as a refreshing outsider who might shake up the intelligence establishment. While the Senate deliberates, the nation watches, curious and maybe nervous, to see if she can actually pull off the role of America's intelligence chief. 4. A chilling Brasilia bombing plot unfolds. In Brasilia, Francisco Wanderley Luiz, Ez's partner, has come forward with haunting details about the deadly bombing he carried out just days ago. According to her, Luiz had been plotting this act of terror since 2022, driven by intense political grievances and intent to target all 9 STF ministers. She reportedly tried to dissuade him, but his resolve was unshakable. The bombing, which claimed Luiz's life and left deep wounds in the city, highlights a rising trend of political extremism and violence in Brazil. The ex-partner's revelations show just how long such dangerous ideologies can simmer before erupting into tragic acts of violence, underscoring the need for vigilance and unity in turbulent times. 5. Matt Gaetz loves El Salvador's prison paradise. Could the U.S. follow suit? Matt Gaetz, who's eyeing the U.S. Attorney General seat, has been openly admiring El Salvador's Seco prison, a place known for its strict discipline and controversial practices. Following a recent tour of the prison, Gaetz was practically glowing, calling it a model for crime control. Seco, designed by El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele, has become a talking point for its no-nonsense approach to imprisonment, though critics argue it borders on inhumane. In Gaetz's mind, CECOT represents a fresh approach to handling crime, one that could, in theory, reshape the American prison system. But this isn't El Salvador, and Gates will likely face an uphill battle selling this concept. It's bold, yes, but it's also one of the most polarizing ideas to come out of his political playbook yet. 6. Home base collapses with 2,000 jobs in jeopardy. Once a trusted name in British home goods, Homebase has hit hard times, now entering administration with 2,000 jobs on the line. Amid high inflation and weakening consumer confidence, Homebase recorded a staggering PS 785.2 million loss last year. But there's a silver lining. The range's owner is negotiating a buyout for up to 70 stores, which could save 1,600 jobs. For now, the employees, loyal customers, and communities who've relied on Homebase for years face an uncertain future, a bitter reminder of how the economic downturn is hitting close to home, quite literally. 7. Strongman Luke Stotman faces personal turmoil amid cheating allegations. Luke Stotman, known as Europe's strongest man, is now facing a very public personal crisis. His wife, Cushy, accused him on Instagram of infidelity, even while she was undergoing IVF. She's shared how she had to manage their son's hospital stay alone, while Stotman was allegedly seeing another woman. Cushy's brave openness has won her an outpouring of support, with fans sending their love and sympathy. Meanwhile, Stotman has remained silent, leaving questions unanswered. For a man known for his physical strength, this emotional storm is one that brute force can't solve. 8. Elon Musk's self-defense story leaves listeners skeptical. Elon Musk's father, Elon Musk, made headlines after recounting a tale from the 90s where he claims to have killed 3 intruders in self-defense. The dramatic story involves a break-in, a shootout, and Elon emerging unscathed. But as intriguing as the story is, many listeners are raising their eyebrows, pointing to inconsistencies and casting doubts on his account. Errol is no stranger to controversy, and this story has added yet another layer to the Musk family mystique. True or not, it's a tale that's stirring conversation, though perhaps not in the way Errol intended. 9. The Onion acquires Infowars. Satire meets conspiracy. In a twist no one saw coming, satire site The Onion has purchased Alex Jones' Infowars. Yes, that Infowars, the website that brought us conspiracies about everything from lizard people to chemtrails. Now it's under the ownership of writers who excel at taking absurdity to new heights. Jones, unsurprisingly, is enraged, calling the sale a travesty and live-streaming his outrage, much to The Onion's delight. Victims of Jones's rhetoric, especially the Sandy Hook families, this sale feels like poetic justice. The Onion has announced that Infowars will now be a very funny, very stupid site, marking the end of an era and perhaps the beginning of some much-needed laughter in a place that once sowed fear. 10. Guru Nanak, a spiritual trailblazer for unity and service. Let's end with the inspiring legacy of Guru Nanak, founder of Sikhism, whose teachings on equality and service resonate worldwide. From Mecca to Tibet, he traveled for 23 years, advocating harmony between Islam, Hinduism, and Tibetan Buddhism, and encouraging followers to embrace equality over division. His concept of langar, a communal kitchen providing free meals to all, reflects his vision of unity and compassion. Centuries later, millions celebrate his life and teachings, which continue to bridge divides and inspire communities to this day. Nanak's journey was one of spiritual resilience and boundless empathy, reminding us of the power of service and the potential for unity in a world that often feels divided.